Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. This week's Parsha is Parshat Vayakhel. As many of you know, next week is Rosh Chodesh Adar Bet. So in Adar Bet, we all know the story of Purim, that Esther is the hero, right? So in honor of Esther for next month and Rosh Chodesh being the women's holiday, I like to tell over a story, an episode about women in this week's Parsha. So we see in last week's Parsha with the episode of the golden calf, that the women refused to give their jewelry in order to make the golden calf. They didn't partake in the sin. And this week, we see that the women took that jewelry that they wouldn't use last week, and they used it instead to build the Mishkan this week. So a wonderful, wonderful message that we could learn out of this, out of the women's actions, is embodied in a saying, a pasuk that we have in Judaism. And the pasuk goes as follows: Sur meira ve'aseh tov, that we should stray from the bad and we should do the good. So it's exactly what the women are doing. They strayed from the bad last week with the golden calf. They wouldn't give their jewelry there, but they just wouldn't leave it at straying from the bad. They said, they didn't say, yeah, okay, that was bad, now I'm done, I'll keep my jewelry. They were va'aseh tov, they did good. They took their jewelry that they didn't use before, and they used it to build the Mishkan. As it says in this week's Parsha, Vayavo ha'anashim al hanashim, that Rashi explains that the women actually came before the men to give their resources, to give their jewelry for the building of the Mishkan. They were so enthusiastic about giving their jewelry that they didn't give last week to the golden calf to give this week to the Mishkan. So what I was thinking about, it's on everyone's minds right now, is the current Russia-Ukraine crisis. Now, as Rabbi Jonathan Sachs used to say before he passed away, he's famously quoted for saying this, is when someone asked him, where was God during the Holocaust? He would respond, well, where was man? So for all of us to take a lesson from the women in this week's Parsha, where is man right now, right? So in light of the women, we could say, Sur meira, that we should stray away from the bad, va'aseh tov, and we should do good. Not only that we should do good, we should advocate for what's good, we should advocate for what's right. So with that in mind, I give everyone a bracha that we embody, just like the women in this week's Parsha, the concept Sur meira ve'aseh tov, that we should stray away from the bad and we should do the good. Let's not put our resources in the golden calf, instead let's put it into the building of the Mishkan, that hopefully will be the Beis HaMikdash, that will be here very soon. I wish everyone a Shabbat Shalom, and I will see you next week.